Guys, how's it going? I am ready to start rubbing my hands because we just got off of Matt Kors' live stream. Hope you guys know who he is. Awesome finance YouTuber, really cool guy. He is talking about rocket mortgages, so I thought I would throw my 2 cents in as well. We got some important DD that I just uploaded on the channel about Rocket. Rocket is up 69%. It is currently up 69%, and that is a funny news. Actually, let me just change the title because that's important to note. Rocket mortgages up 69%. So, if you guys jumped on yesterday because you watched the live stream, if you bought in at sub $20, congratulations. It's because you watched the live stream. If you guys click that subscribe button or you came on over from Matt Kors' channel, welcome. This is a channel that we talk to Professor Meatball and sometimes Andrew the Human, but most of all, we talk to you guys. $41 right now is where Rocket is currently, 69% up. Of course, let's give our friend GME and AMC some love. They are hovering around plus 2% up and minus 2% down, GME and AMC respectively. So they are currently middling, perhaps not getting a lot of exposure. This is why a lot of people say that Rocket is the distraction. I'm not going to say if it is or if it isn't. I'm just here to give you guys the straight facts of how much squeeze left is there to squoze. And that is why we're going to keep the Rocket on the top left corner and make sure that we are reading the DD on the bottom left corner. Let's see who is in the chat. None of your business. How's it going? Mike McCarthy. Great interview. Thank you. Weenie says, why are you focusing on Rocket? Where's GME? Hey, like I said, we got to give Rocket its time in the sun because GME, that's still my baby. I'm still invested in GME. Rocket, I don't know her, but I do want to know exactly what is going on because there are more fish in the sea, and it's not like everything is a distraction. Let's see. Nice. We like 69% says, let us turn up the beat. That's a really good name. We got Jeff Goring says, good to see you on Meatball on Matt Kors live stream. Thank you for jumping from Matt Kors and directly coming on to mine. Matt Kors and I, we're going to do a lot more collaborations in the future. Tendies Tuesday says David Hall. Nico says, we are more interested in GME. I know I made a poll specifically about GME, but we want to cover a little bit of Rocket as well. Let's see. Oh, Wallace Frey, you are in the chat. Wallace just became a mod. Welcome. We're going to do a bit of Rocket, and then we're going to go straight to GME, so don't you worry a thing. RKT, DD, and Tendies. Lots of squoos left. This is 20 hours ago. 19,000 shares. Spreads, a bunch of spreads, 1619, 1620, 1528, 1527. During trading hours, it's been kept down, but after hours has been wild. There's a very high probability short-term gamma squeeze will occur this week as all of the in-the-money options will be converted to shares. Here's a DD from someone with a lot more SOLC than me. Nothing has changed. No way shorts can be covered. A dividend is 1.11, and that has to be bought back this Friday. Need is 2 + 2 days execution. March 9th, ex-dividend date March 8th. 40% short interest, 103% institutional ownership, and $1 billion in buybacks. Oh yeah, and the available shorted shares? That's still 0. This was from 20 hours ago. Let's look at the same guy from only 2 hours ago. Part 2. Decent amount of squeeze left. We're still floating right up at 69%, which is very funny. You have to admit, that's pretty funny. I am not a financial advisor. Catalyst events 1.11 dividend on 3/8, causing shorts to cover by 3/5 or pay the dividend. Great profits, 103% institutional ownership, 40% SI. Update for 3/2/21. My estimation is PT up to 40%. $40 for a full squeeze. Given that the OTM option stop strike is 36%, there was some covering this morning causing the upward push, and I think would have been pushed more but met resistance at $30 and shorts keeping it low. This is the same setup as yesterday, guys. Price may move horizontally for the day or may have a mild upward tick and then likely increase significantly after hours, causing more gamma squeeze tomorrow morning. Buying the stock option is riskier than yesterday, but still good upside. Consider call debit spreads to lower your cost basis. If you guys have now been fueled up, let us go into the chat and make sure that the GME people are satisfied. Hello, how's it going? Yo, Andrew, what's up, Adric? We got GameStop stopped after I left. Well, now I'm back in the hot seat. Let's talk about GameStop. We are looking at around 0% up and down. That is on the day. So unfortunately, right now we all of the plentiful attendees that we got are moving all the way up to a daily high of today. I'm gonna go on the minute chart. Today, the daily high was $133.20. That is the far away about $13 down, but still seeing green in our bank accounts. I like that. Let's see. We've been expecting you, says Cali Monk. I like that. Lord Weird introducing Wallace Frey, new mod. Who dis? Jen's 1988. Hey man, can you explain why GME iBorrow desk rose from 55,000 to 250,000 since the last 2 hours? ETFs dumping stocks? I should look directly into this. Let's give it a check. We have people talking about AMC as well. It's okay to feel a little bit of FOMO. We have AMC down 3.5%. Now that said, it's not a ton from the gains that it had from last week. As a reminder, AMC saw significant rises and falls. This is all the levels of significance and resistance I have drawn in the past few days. And most importantly, back on, let's say, Monday. So Monday was just a smorgasbord of hitting this resistance at $9.15 and then hitting a high of $9.45. AMC is still doing okay. We made an important dip at $8.50. That is a level of support and resistance that I mentioned before. So we have that covered down there as well. Francis NYC, Andrew the Goat. Remember, Rocket was suspended earlier today, so that is danger ops. Be careful. Nico Rodriguez, thank you for the content. Of course. Don't chase unless you're willing to lose. Yes, I would not recommend jumping into Rocket now because even though the squeeze is squeezing, this is likely going to be a fad running out of steam very soon. Rocket, of course, we talked about yesterday in the live stream. Very, very soon, Rocket is about to run out of steam. It's not even at 69% anymore. It's at 68.5. That's annoying. Right, that's just 5.5% away from a beautiful round 69%. So we're not quite there just yet, and eventually it's gonna fizzle out. We're gonna have to go back and talk about GameStop. So let's keep that up there. Lord Weird says bought into RKT right at 28, right before liftoff. Congratulations. We like financial education. We like the stonk. And that's why if you continue following the Andrew Mo Money train, the Andrew Mo Money saga, we are going to continue teaching you exactly which stocks to put on your watch lists. Risk versus reward, like J. Alfredo Cervantes says. Let's see. Nick Thanthreege. Suddenly news was all over RKT CEO would cause a squeeze, and think about it. When will you ever in your life hear a story like that? It's a huge distraction. Fair enough. Like I said, not going to pick up for much longer because it has a definitive due date. Okay, let's see. Eyes of Vanden, thank you for the super. Volume inputs made mine go up 1,000%. Lol. Well, RKT, congrats. And we are here giving meatball treats for each super. Is this my coffee? It certainly is. It's all the way over here. Here you go, Meatball. He heard the word super chat, which is an opportunity for him to get a treat. You can also go ahead and give him a treat by smashing that like button. It's the easiest way to get him a treat. Every 100 likes, we're going to give him a big old doggy treat. And not only is that going to be good for him, it's also going to be good because we're going to be spreading the Meatball army across the internet so that other apes just like you can find out about this video. As some of you may know, I just dropped off of the Matt Kors live stream. Of course, we're going to do more in the future. The stock symposium continues. We have a Trey live stream that should be coming out today. I already sent him a thumbnail. Let me know what you guys think about this. You guys like that? Stock symposium, right? So we got Trey's face. We got Meatball. I honestly think this was hammered together in a couple of minutes, so back to the stonks. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a promotion. Let's see. 69 likes. Do not touch. We got 100 likes, which means we're going to have to give Meatball another treat. Delicious treats for Meatball the Professor. Okay, let's see. We got some more people talking in the chat. We have Jai Singh Sung Ham. Rest of my portfolio was in GME and AMC, so couldn't paper hand. We have some questions here. Tyler Durden says, I already sold RKT twice. No, I am forced to hold what's left overnight. Woofy doofy. Okay. RKT is going to go crazy after hours today. Very likely. It is now higher than 69% up. It is all the way up to 73%. Andrew, maybe plug the business email again. Someone was mentioning Amazon merch. Oh yes, Wallace Frey asked a great question of how I can support the channel without having to spend a single penny, which is use the affiliate links for Amazon down below. Usually I want to plug this book. It's been very helpful for me. However, if you press that link and then just buy whatever else you want on Amazon, it'll still be affiliate income for Andrew Mo Money, and the show will appreciate you no matter what you buy, and it will not change the price of where you buy it. Let's see. IATRFA. Dude, I've been researching a SPAC and very likely scenario bringing on 45x potential. I'm going to write the post tonight. Please message me if you want to be the first to hear it. I do want to be the first to hear it. So go ahead and send that to Andrew Mo Business. That's for business only. Do not send me pictures of anything other than business only. Screen that I'm sharing is blurry. Is it still blurry right now? Scooter McDuder says, popped over from Matt's live stream. He is crediting Meatball with RKT's rise back above $40. I think so. Meatball has the magic touch. He really does have the magic touch. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Meatball has a very healthy diet. He is only ever fed exactly as much as he needs to be fed. And he does also exercise daily. We go on 3-mile runs. He's a healthy boy. Okay. Oh, we got Discord recommendations for RKT. Yeah, RKT is getting big. GameStop is currently still struggle busting. It was up close to 8 to 10% earlier, up to 133. Now, as market is about to close, it is about to, have a minor dip. Just a little baby dip, down 2%. But of course, if we can get some dogs in the chat, maybe we'll be able to bring the price back. So let us hope, let us cross our fingers. Aya Vanden, thank you for pressing that join button. It's because Aya Vanden decided to become a member of the Meatball Army. He got his MBA. If you want your own Meatball sub, then go ahead and drop that subscribe. It's right down below. And I think you guys know exactly what else to do after that. Smash that bell button as well. Okay, this doggy, her name is Scruffles from Miss Detestable. So let us show Miss Detestable's dogs. What are her names? Her name is Scruffles. Miss Detestable has shown Scruffles the dog. Go ahead and check her out on Instagram. That is the cutest dog to bring us into the green for GameStop. Come on, Scruffles is here, GameStop. Let's make it move. Lottery Stock says, hey, I know I talk a lot in the comments. You're fine, bro. What's your take and analysis on SLRX? If you have any time to check it out, yeah, I'm taking ticker recommendations, so let's go and grab some from the comments. If you guys have something that you want me to look at in the live chat, go ahead and tell me. Beauty and motivation. Want a t-shirt with Meatball Army? I can make custom t-shirts on Amazon. Contact me on Andrew Mo Money. Let's get some bread here. I am considering making t-shirts. Drew, would you sell Tesla until his SEC meeting happens? I'm at a loss. Bought in at $6.94 and trade RKT or more GME. Honestly, RKT is suspended. It did drop again. It is very volatile at the moment. Seems like it hit a high of 42.83, then dropped whatever percent it takes to do an auto suspension, and now it is stuck in limbo again. Let's see when it's going to be able to come back up. Today, the market has been pretty red, honestly, pretty expected compared to how the green inflated almost every aspect of the market yesterday. And now, GameStop was one the only shining pieces of green in the market, and now it is just a little red, but statistically, not that significant. Meatballs vibes, come on, let's go. Yeah, you're sure RKT isn't just a distraction? It's definitely not a long-term squeeze. In fact, could be counted as the squeeze as we speak. So I didn't say I don't want to make a comment about whether or not it's a distraction. I just want to make sure you guys have the proper news you need. I would not. I can't give financial advice, but I would not invest in RKT right now. It's just a little too volatile for my taste. My risk profile is not in RKT. Okay. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. I love that. Paulus Visuals. RKT will be high at open. I recommend selling at open. It's not going to much further and will gradually decline throughout the day. That's not financial advice from me or Paulus. That's just one person's opinion. And most importantly, again, AMC and GME are the big game plays. That's what we're here. And that's why we want you guys to have a holistic education about financial stuff. What's my thoughts about Sense? I did a whole video about Sensonics. Go ahead and check out my thoughts about Sense from a week or two ago. That's probably from like 15 videos ago. What are my thoughts about it? At VISL, says Renwin Outcast, they just got a DoD contract for $4 million on a rocket tomorrow. Okay, let's check out VISL. You piqued my interest. Vislink Technologies, it's up 20% on the day. Where was the other stock that was up 20%? Oh no, that was Rocket. Okay, so up 20% on the day. Vislink shares up after getting $4 million Pentagon order. Department of Defense. That is it's hard to miss. So Doggo, you are in the way. Excuse me. Vislink Technologies are up after getting this order. What are my thoughts about a company that mostly deals with, I'm not sure if it mostly deals, but currently it is, the big news is that it is currently dealing with Vislink, with the Department of Defense. So currently, my opinion is that if it's mainly fueled by the Department of Defense, then it should be pretty solid, smooth sailing at the moment. Unfortunately, our military-industrial complex is strong, and there is no way around that. Let's see. So Rocket Mortgage. I'm actually just testing the water with this thumbnail and title. It seems like a lot of people are not that happy that we're not that even though this video is still going to cover a lot of AMC and GME, we are not super happy that this is not the title and thumbnail. So there you go. Lesson learned. Let's see. Risk profile not in RKT but GME. We're missing the gamma squeeze. RKT is now back on the market. It is now no longer up 69%. Was a funny number, but after that big old drop, it is now only up to 59%. We covered that in the beginning of this video, but honestly at this point I'm thinking about rebranding. Let's see. Dodging Donkey says this is how the market looked at 4 a.m. CST when it was a sea of red before it swung 2 hours later to green, back to red. At least AGTC and TRCH are finally doing pretty well. Whiskey Slayer, RKT has a huge squeeze potential because every option is ITM right now, and so Gamma will rocket this up with 120 million shares required to meet Gamma. These are important RKT thoughts right now. What do I think about CCIV and NEO? Well, that's a great question. I actually just finished an entire Tesla versus NEO video that I'm going to put out later today. JK says, bought GME again. Let's go, apes. How's it going? AMC, I've always thought that AMC for the long run is going to be fine. The biggest risk profile right now with AMC is when the theaters do open back up, we want to be really careful that they don't end up causing another outbreak, right? Because if it does, that's going to be pretty darn unfortunate for the bottom line of AMC. Looking at GME still, they're still doing pretty okay. Let's see. Leaving Robinhood as of the 11th. Good job. It's because they're probably using one of the links that I've provided down below for WeBull. That's the technical app that I'm currently using. Dark mode. Very cool. And that's one of the things that I want you to be able to consider. Go ahead and get your WeBull download link right down below. Okay, let's see. And Paulus Visual says, I believe in AMC short and long term. Believe it's safe. Bought 100 more shares on the dip. Oof. Is that the dip today? Just this one? Down like 4%? Let's see. Get this man to 25,000 subs. We are on the journey to 30,000 subs this week. We think we can get there. You think we can get there? I think we can get there. We already have gotten up to 32% of our goal in just one day alone. So if you guys want to be part of this journey, thank you guys. Those of you who are coming from Matt Kors, go ahead and smash that meatball sub button. Okay, let's see. Sense already dropped 7% today. Oopie doopie. Paulus Visual says, I don't recommend selling meme stock for meme stocks. Yeah, that doesn't make as much sense, especially since we are trying to have our diamond hands here. We're not trying to confuse people with this stock is better. Make sure to take your money out of GameStop and put it there. That's 100% not what we're saying, even if we were giving financial advice, which we are not. Scooter McDuder says, I feel like RKT CEO is Hank Scorpio. Okay. Oh, man. Renwin Outcast, thank you for your thoughts, Andrew. It's good to spread your coverage of stonks. If people hate on non-GME AMC content, they can take the gates. What is that? Okay. The poll was pretty clear. Most of you are interested in GME and AMC, and that's why we want to consistently say, diamond hands here, guys. We are moving through the stonk portfolios one at a time and telling the good news, despite the fact that there are many stonks that are making moves right now. And these are history lessons. You're going to remember this. RKT is going to be in the history books soon. RKT suspended again, above $40 this time, though. A lot more volatile than GME is, for sure, as of right now. So, let's see. Is AMC still going to short squeeze or gamma squeeze, or looking unlikely now? Not unlikely. We did expect to see some major movements, especially since one of you came in and mentioned it during the live stream this morning. 1,000 of you, let's get this party rolling. So Lord Weird says, suspicious on the way down and then on the way up. RKT is crazy. He sold. Too spooky for him. Fair enough. All right. People giving me ticker recommendations. RKT is extremely risky at this point. Split up been saying since the beginning of this video. Be incredibly careful. Jack Jones says, check out my dog Jack USG on Insta. Sure. Let's look at your dog. Jack USG. Follow you back. Message. Oh, hold on. How do I message you? Whoops. This is some circus stuff. Oh, this is message. Okay, so Jack USG, just accept my follow request and then we'll be able to see your dog. JK says, I've got a basic question. Do the different trade places influence each other? Do you mean brokers? Because brokers are just a portal, a forum that allows you to buy stonks. Let's see. This title ain't even talking about GME. Yeah, so currently RKT is up in the high. I wouldn't say high. I would say there is pushed past 40. Is having trouble pushing even higher past 40. If you guys aren't aware, the RKT is fueled and ready for liftoff. Launches tomorrow. This was DD from 2 days ago. Whoop, hold on. Pretty clear that this is about the amount of special dividends needed to be issued. This is why a lot of people are considering that the CEO himself has caused the short squeeze. Thank you for the super. Thought experiment, says Thomas Duhesnes. If there are so many potential in GME, why don't a billionaire buy like 1 million shares? Wouldn't that just pressure the market and induce the squeeze right away? Yeah, it would. So looking at you, Papa Elon. Come on, we're looking for a catalyst here. Buy us back up, please. Okay, let's see. When am I and Trey going to stream? That's a good question. I'm checking my emails religiously to make sure that I don't miss his email. But currently he said either 2 p.m. PST or 3 p.m. PST, so that's either in 2 or 3 hours. So be expected in 2 or 3 hours. There you go. Oh boy, bought a big bag of RKT for $24 each yesterday. Got out at 37. Got to get those tendies. Hey, if those of you who are concerned about RKT right now, you should realize that the people who got out are still loyal to GME. So those of you who have now plenty more monies to buy GME with, this is how the army grows, right? Let's see. So this is the DD that was written 2 days ago, and it said that the liftoff is yesterday, and they were right. It was yesterday. They're not wrong. My old house says that they want to show Bernard the dog. Yes, I will look at Jules Carl in a second. Jules, come on, let me Jules. There we go. Holden Eglilden. I just tuned in a minute ago. Is there a reason there will be no squeeze on AMC? No one said that AMC can't squeeze yet. It's just that once again, your expectations are completely out of sync with what should actually be the amount of research you do, which is people thought that AMC might squeeze today because of some shares that are out of the money. Oh, sorry, some shares that failed to deliver, right? And people are going to say this on the March 19th too. Hey, I thought GME was going to squeeze today. Right? This shouldn't be the most important part of the journey here. Let's see. Yeah, do not sell AMC or GME for RKT. Not financial advice, but honestly, trading one high-risk meme stock for another high-risk meme stock, that is probably the beginning of just common sense. Do not try to do that. No one is saying that RKT is the train to chase. It's just that we have to cover the fact that this incredible financial lesson has been told. Our Rocket companies absolutely crushed Q4 earnings and have absolutely mega bull guidance. Remember, the PE for Rocket is ridiculously low considering the current markets. Zillow, which is pretty much a glorified home selling marketplace, isn't even profitable, has a near identical valuation. And before RKT got the earnings boost, valued at more than boom, 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 which is just laughable considering RKT is a lot more than a mortgage company. It's detailed in this linked DD. A lot of research about RKT right now. Let's see. Yeah, and we're talking about, is it too late to get into RKT? No, be careful, right? I would not get into RKT right now. I'm not giving you financial advice, but we're just trying to understand the mechanics of how it is squeezing. With this upwards pressure on RKT stock that is coming in the next week, with the Q4 earnings release, RKT issued a special dividend of $1 per share. This means that shorts have to either cover or pay the dividend by Friday, as the dividend is paid out to the owners of the shares at market close 3/9. Since the market operates at T+2 day settlement, shorts have to cover by this next Friday or pay $40 million to cover the dividend. Pretty obvious, right? There is a trigger, and the squeeze is coming at the because they have to cover or they have to pay a scheisse ton to cover the dividend. So 5 days until they have to cover or cough up the dividend. Not a drill. We actually have a short expiration date. So all of the thoughts about GME expiration, this one actually had one, and it slipped right through. It slipped right through the cracks. RKT. Let's see what people are saying. Siete says, I need strip clubs to come back. What would you do there? It would just be so unsanitary. It would just be like people coughing and wiping their noses and stuff. Paula's visuals. Brandon Robinson is talking in the live chat. RKT is a money-making opportunity as much as it is a distraction. Can't we just agree on that? It's a money-making opportunity. It's also a distraction. There you go. Let's see, AMC squeezing right now, squeezing all the green out of my TDYGL. Sold Sundial to get more GME. JK, welcome to the Meatball Army. He got his MBA because he pressed the join button down in the description below, and that is how you support the stream and get a couple of extra attendees on the way. Let's see. Paulus Visuals, sell your gains for sure. You are doing it right, but be careful when pulling out of something that you are under in expecting to go over. Yeah, that's fair enough. How long will it take for GME to go to 450? GME has a ton of resistance levels to go through before it hits 450, so that's why currently that is up in the air. Rocket is 72% up. GameStop is struggling at down 3% on the day. Pretty minor overall. Let's see. Cole Beardshaw's, how long does it take to get? Yep, I answered that question. Let's go buy sub to this buy. Join the Meatball Army. It's only $4 a month. Doesn't matter if you do $600 per share. Thank you, JK. That's a good old advertisement for the Meatball Army. Getting your MBA right there. Animate the Wrath. Brandon Robinson. I plan on holding AMC for life. I may sell a few, but I'm holding till they bankrupt. Yeah, holding to the moon or holding to the ground. Those are the two options. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do that. So we can look at GameStop. Rocket is killing my numbers. So what we're gonna do is just change the. We're just gonna change it. Honestly, I'm starting to think that Rocket is a distraction. If you made money on Rocket, great, but unfortunately, since I don't even want to invest in it, what's the point of talking about it if I'm afraid to be able to talk about it too much? So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna change the thumbnail. Okay. And then I'm going to do this. And then we're going to talk about GameStop. If you guys are just joining us, we are talking about the stonks to watch. RKT was up 69%. That's very funny. It is up higher now. It's 72%, but we want to give GameStop due it deserves. Hard to fight against the algorithm and the will of the people. But what I'm going to do is change that. There we go. And let's see. GameStop. FOMO'd by Rocket RKT. There we go. Okie dokie, there we go. So, we're looking at GameStop right now, giving it the coverage it deserves. Wife, pick up the kids from daycare. The kids are just a distraction. Wife's boyfriend. Sup, dude? Let's see. Take your double attendees from RKT and rocket them into GME. We got... these are some incredible thoughts in the comment section right now. Let's see. Oh, hey, Mike, thank you for the super. Don't we want GME on the SSR list for tomorrow? That depends. Do you have enough capital to be able to make it happen? Because if you don't, then it might not matter. But thank you for the super. Let's give Meatball a treat. Here you go, bud. My old house says, this is the only YouTube subscription I have. You are so comprehensive and I love Professor Meatball. Did I miss Bernard? I'm distracting myself with RKT stuff while my GME struggles. Yes, RKT at the very least, just imagine yourself on that beautiful rocket. Imagine that you bought in at like 16 bucks. Just imagine that. Oh, sub 20 RKT right now. And then think back to GameStop, our struggling champion. Let's see. What are people doing? What is March 19th? Says Javier Fabian. March 19th is a day that is a lot of things, actually. One, it's a quadruple witching day in which 4 different markets have their contracts expire at the exact same time. Happens 4 times a year, so it's not like a crazy, like, once in a lifetime situation. And it's also a day where a ton of GME hype is with the Pixel DD that happened over the weekend, that I actually had him on the show, and he did his 1st, 2nd, and 3rd final interview. Lord Weird says, Andrew, can I get a shout out to Pat, Denise, and Roberta? Pat, Denise, and Roberta, just so you know, Lord Weird, this guy, he's a super cool guy. And without his moderating help, a lot of this would be much harder. So big appreciation to Lord Weird. And you guys get a shout out for just being associated. Yep, that's your accomplishment. That is what March 19th is, Javier Fabian. Unfortunately, that day is now starting to seem like not so much the day that the squeeze will actually happen. So be careful with that. Lottery Stock says, short sellers already shorted illegally. Who says they'll stop now? But panicking is your problem, because no matter how much they short, they're in a payout hole that the payout hole will be handled too. Okay, I think I know what you're trying to say. But most importantly, the main idea here is that, hey, be careful whenever you do. I am going to send another message to Trey. And, hey, I'm live streaming now, but I'll hop off whenever you want to start your live stream. Just send me a link and a time. There you go. Okay. The Bosley. If you want to be part of the SS happening now, RKT is your stock. GME and AMC, oh no, you're not going to be very popular if you say that. RKT is, let's see if there is more squeeze left. So they are talking about RKT being fueled up. We even had a whole video about it, and people are excited. People are excited about RKT. Up 69% is this squeeze. Okay. Nick Busto. Andrew, do you think that RKT is a distraction from GME and AMC? It seems like the sentiment is growing a lot on the live streams. Yeah, people really think that. Let me give you an idea. Is RKT maliciously trying to like screw over GME? No, stocks don't have feelings. So that's the first idea. The second idea is RKT serving as a distraction for GME? Are people selling their GME and putting to RKT? Probably not. Probably not likely, right? I'm not a fortune teller, but if you have not sold a GME now and you think that catching a stock that's already 69% up on the daily is your ticket to ride a rocket that seems like it's already halfway up to the moon, you're probably going to be wrong as well. So don't chase a meme stock by selling another meme stock, and definitely don't chase a runaway stock after it's left the station. Be really careful about buying a stock when it's already like over 30 to 60% up. It's up 69%, so that's why it's way too risky now, for me at least, my risk profile, to invest. Okay. Hey, Andrew, what's the next SEC hearing? I believe the date is March 17th. And that's what the people said in the live chat, and that's what I believe. Oh, Jen says, I speculated about March 19th prior to Pixel's DD. That's right, I did. It was the same reason why Pixel thinks highly about March 19th. A few weeks ago, I speculated that March 19th is the day because XRT needs to cover its dividends. At the very least, it needs to show what kind of dividends that it has. It does it every 3 months. And the fact that XRT has not yet posted when that's supposed to happen is troublesome. It's pretty troubling because generally that kind of stuff is done weeks in advance and it has not been done quite yet. What is going on? I'm confused. GameStop, $117 down 2%. Be real careful because as of right now, GameStop is trying to struggle against this resistance support level that it has seemed to crash through. It needs to try and reach 120 before market closes. Otherwise, it's going to be battling it out in the after hours. We only have 9 more minutes before the market closes. Lord Weird, stocks don't care about feelings. That's true. Stocks don't care about your feelings. Let's see. Not financial advice, though. That's true. Not giving you financial advice. Let's see. Papa needs more Bosley. The Spiz. I think the issue is too many people invested all their money in GME and AMC and then sold to hop on RKT. That would be a real distraction if that was happening, right? If that was happening, if the reason why all of this selling from GME is because people are trying to hop on Rocket, that would be a real distraction, right? But the other part of it is people that are holding on to GME might have been paper handing for a long time. They've just been waiting for their chance to jump on anything. So RKT just happened to fill the vacuum that existed here anyway. J. Alfredo Cervantes, a treat for Meatball. Thanks for the content. Of course, happy to do it. Thanks for the treat. Meatball, you get a treat. Here you go, bud. Dap, 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 nom, 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 nom. Tasty, tasty. Random Savage says, I've avoided RKT just because it sounds like something the hedge funds would push as a distraction. The fact Rocket sounds like Rocket. It does sound like Rocket, and the company name is called Rocket. It's too good to be true. I don't want to push any conspiracy theories. So, Blue McNeil, you can call Rocket supporters bots, but any profits made on RKT by Space Apes will go to meme stocks. Don't cannibalize each other's support. Yes, AMC and GME seems to be at each other's throats, but now that there's RKT coming in as the hot new girl on campus, they are probably going to be in arm in arm linked together to fight against RKT. JK, short question. Does the NASDAQ and TradeGate are influencing each other or not? I don't know the answer to that question. Hopefully the chat understands this question and can answer it a little bit. DG, Uncle Bruce was talking about if this hits 108, it's on the SSR list. Can you talk more about that? Yeah. In fact, even the counter DD, we mentioned that being on the SSR list has something specific. And let me just pull that up. March 19th. This is by Ankrid Stone. Now, edited for updates and clarifications. When did this get updated? Oh, he updated it. How long ago did he update this? This is crazy. March 19th is likely not to be liftoff, and now he's updated it. Oh my God. Taha says RKT seems fishy. Yes, this is the truth. It is very fishy. Edited for updates and clarifications. First off, a big thank you to everyone who had the resilience to read my first post. I feel that some of what I wrote warrants clarification, and there is one big assumption that I made that user pointed out that only took account of half the picture. His comment has prompted me to post this update. Wow, okay, hold on, let me just read this real quick. Oh man. Original post with new edits below. Okay, so let me see the new edit. My bad. There's nothing in the original post that says, oh man. Drama is juicy, guys. This is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna read this. All right, here we go. Wow, this is exciting, guys. This is the actual real update from Ankrid Stone, who said 2 days ago that March 19th is not likely the liftoff date. So, how's it going, guys? I cannot believe drama continues to pervade our tendies diamond-handed fingers because we have an important update from the person that said that the DD that Josh, our friend of the show, Hey It's Pixel, said created on Sunday is not true. This is very scary. March 19th is not likely to be the liftoff, and this has now been edited for updates and clarifications. First off, a big thank you to everyone who had the resilience to read the first post. It was a lot of naysaying about Josh's research, and it did shake a lot of bones. As of right now, we're looking at GME. It is down 2%, and it is after hitting a high of 130 today. That is disheartening as we only have 4 more minutes left in the stonk market before after hours. They feel like some of what he wrote, Ankrid Stone says, warrants clarification, and there is one big assumption that he pointed out, the user pointed out, only took account of half the picture. His comment has prompted me to post this update. So this is going to be just the general part of exactly what kind of edits into the following sections and clearly identified them to save anyone the ordeal of having to read the whole thing again. Thank you so much. That did take 30 minutes to read the first time. The uptick rule. They think they misunderstood Josh on this one and caused a lot of unnecessary confusion. 2, how an ETF works in relating to its underlying holdings. 3, the AI prediction, important. Brendan Burns, how's it going? My wife's boyfriend is so very happy you're all integrating anecdotal hypotheticals coupled with as many data guys integrating equals best weapon versus the Gregs. You boys rule. Love the swagger. Plus Matt's duck shirt equals to the moon. Thank you, Uncle B. I appreciate that a lot. The AI predictions. 4, how I think the shorts are using the ETFs. 5, the MOASA, important update here. And 6, the earnings report. 7, my thoughts about the shorts passing the buck to others. Okay, so please skip those bits if that is all you are interested in. Before I get them myself, there are some points I would like to make in response to the comments I've had. I've read every single comment replying to the post itself and every direct response to a comment I have made, as well as anything. Wow, this person's really put in the time. So we want to treat this person as a person who challenged Josh in a constructive way and now is trying to make sure that he is leaving the space in a reputable way. So this is people who are asking for too long didn't read. Well, that's what the title was. Can't really go to a middle point between the title and the full text. Sorry. I have no issue if anyone wants to do an abridged version and post it for themselves. Okay, so people also have said, to those who think that advocating day trading, I am not. I'm not advocating anything. I am personally diamond handing this booch, and that's just me. You don't need me to show you that the market is rising and falling. Anyone can see that for yourselves. You can no more predict a rise or a fall than I can shisa out of my mouth. Okay, now that you got it, no financial advice in this video. Let's go into this update of why Ankrid Stone now is taking a couple of things back, or at least clarifying a couple of points he made with the counter DD from yesterday. So people still more thanking. The only exception I made was for those asking me for advice on how I think certain things will happen. Please, I'm no expert. I read the post by Josh and felt his logic was flawed and people might mistakenly put their faith in his prediction. The reason why I wrote my own post was to try and curb any loss of faith if March 19th isn't liftoff. This is important. I mentioned this during my analysis and explanation of his DD, but March 19th, if it isn't liftoff, it shouldn't be either of these guys' faults, because at the most important part, the squeeze, if you believe it in your heart, will happen, and you shouldn't be scared if it ends up being that this is not the correct date because there were too many coincidences at the same time. So let's keep looking through his thoughts. And now it is never his intention to undermine Josh or anyone else. I think he has done some really good analysis, and his voice is one worth listening to. He clearly puts a lot of effort into creating his posts and gives us the benefit of his thoughts for free. As with any DD posted around here, it is up to each of us to decide how much value we give to those thoughts and to decide if we come to the same conclusions. Honestly, these guys both sound very, very cool. And hey, if you're Ankrit Stone, go ahead and drop me a message, because I do want you to jump on the show and talk to Josh personally whenever Josh comes back from his German vacation, of course. Let's go and read his updates. So this is the same stuff that we saw before. And now we're going to the first edit. Rabbit hole part 1. You have misunderstood the application of the SHO rule 201. It is not a drop of 10% in the trading day that triggers the uptick rule. It is a drop of 10% from the previous day's close that triggers it. This is what originally he said, trying to correct a lawyer, even though Josh is a lawyer. Edit, my bad. Wow, there is nothing in the original post that says he got the application of the rule wrong, and having reread it, I now understand that I misunderstood. I was thrown by the graphic where he has underlined the opening price in the day high and mistakenly thought he believed the uptick rule applied based on the opening price. To be fair, he does not say or even imply this in his text, and I have jumped to this conclusion on my own. As I said originally, it does not make any difference to the outcome of his analysis, so why even mention it in my original post? Well, he was afraid that people would misunderstand the application of the rule and assume shenanigans where there are none. For example, thinking about what the uptick rule should have applied on 25th of February, where the stock opened at 169.56 and it fell to a low of 101 during the trading day. I apologize profusely for breeding completely unnecessary confusion. Amazing. He has already taken back something. It seems like we have just been 2 minutes into after hours. The chat is going stoked, and we have made it down to $118 closing price on GME with only 2% down on the day. Honestly, that is not bad, especially maybe it was due directly to this post being updated. So Ankrit Stone, let's look at it again. Next edit, it looks like rabbit hole part 2. There's no edit here. Rabbit hole part 3, there is no edit here. Rabbit hole part 3 part 2, no edits yet. And here at rabbit hole part 4, XRT holdings of GME did not increase, and this is important. I even went on Matt Core's show to talk about this point that Ankrit Stone made. Additional information. People have asked how an ETF works relative to the underlying. He posted a comment here explaining why the value of GME in the ETF changed. It was originally written a few weeks ago in response to work being done by this user, and so is a little outdated in terms of values quoted, as things have changed since then, but the essence remains correct. Okay, so he doesn't take back this part in which he says that Josh was incorrect to say that XRT holdings in GME increased. Okay, so there we go. I guess he's holding tight onto some of them. Here is the AI prediction. He dug into this AI prediction pretty hard. I agreed with him for the most part. Edit, additional information. Thank you to the user who started the conversation with this comment. He kindly gave me links to the AI model and an explanation by another person who has commented on the confidence interval. In short, the model predicts that there is a greater than 50% chance that GME will not even reach the heady heights of the January spike ever again. Never even 50% chance that GME won't even reach the 400, 500 range ever again. The model takes no account of the short interest, the amount of naked shares of GME out there, and the activities being hidden in the ETFs. It simply predicts what the price will be based on absolutely normal trading conditions and price data. Believe what you will, but believe in this model at your own peril. I'm just going to tell you right now, as a data scientist, I don't believe in this model. It doesn't take in a lot of the most important information that I've covered on this channel. So I would say just ignore the model entirely. Just ignore the AI model. It is a model, if you guys don't have any context, that predicted that there's a chance that GME will reach 130,000 when the squeeze squeezes, and there's also apparently a greater than 50% chance that GME won't even go back to 300, 400, or 500. So the model is worthless. Let's not talk about it anymore. Okay, so XRT is a rebalance day. Let's see if he edits this. This is when he talks about how it could be the mother of all short attacks instead. March 19th could actually turn out to be the day of the Moasa instead of the MOAS. So this doesn't seem like it has an edit until here. This is the one that generated the most discussion, so you had to resort to pretty much copy and paste responses. Most people are under the belief that in order to cover their shorts in an ETF, they have to first purchase GME. I don't believe this to be true. Please check out their comments beginning at blankety blank. The Moasa controversy. A lot of people thought that they were bullish because they could see a bad day in their future. Let me be clear. A lot of us are in the dark here. I'm heading along the same road as you. And if I see a big hole in the road, I'm going to let you guys know about it so that we can, if we can't go around it, we at least expect a bumpy ride. This is your captain here, and we are expecting turbulence. Maybe it was unwise to call it Moasa because of the obvious similarity to MOAS. The intelligent predictions are that the MOAS will last days, if not weeks. And we covered this as well in a previous live stream of how long will the squeeze actually happen, and can you miss it? To my mind, a short attack is an artificial manifestation of negative sentiment. What do I mean by this? A short sale gives the impression that people holding GME long are deciding to liquidate their positions. A short attack gives the impression that investors are doing this en masse, causing the stock price to tumble. The effect of having a shiza ton of GME released onto the market in one go would have the same effect as a short attack because it is not true negative sentiment, just a byproduct of balancing the books. The GME might not even make it to the market because I suspect that what the ETFs are holding at the moment is naked longs of GME, and so when the GME is purged from the ETF holdings, it will just be used by the AP to close their naked positions. The Moasa B-bomb. Thanks to the user who wrinkled their brain with this comment. March 19th is rebalancing day and also quadruple witching day. GME might not be so needed in the ETFs that currently hold it, but if GME goes to the Russell 1000 index, then there could be great many more ETFs that will pick it up as part of their underlying assets. The good news, if this happens, no Moasa. The not so good news, the new ETFs for the shorts to hide in. Okay, so this is definitely completely different than when he mentioned before, because this shook me to the core. I got really big butterflies thinking about it. But it seems like too long didn't read. If the GME goes on the Russell 1000 index, a lot of ETFs will pick it up. So now there are more hiding places, more crawl spaces for GME to hide under. But then if that also happens, no mother of all short attacks. Okay, take a deep breath. Make sure to smash that like button for all of these revelations on this channel as people continue to do research. Remember, this might not even be the final way. Might not be the final place to rest your laurels in terms of your research. I always recommend doing your own DD. We are parsing through the edits of one person who said that Josh Hayes Pixel is wrong. Now he is updating his sentiment and making a couple of clarifications. Okay, massive chain options, we covered this yesterday. No edit here. Okay, so that one he still stands by. Quadruple witching day, he's still going to stand by this. GameStop Q4 earnings are released 4 days after March 19th. This one was pretty obtuse. He said that you'd be, might as well include the fact that Ryan Cohen has the staff of GameStop looking for the cure for cancer and expects to find them on March 23rd. Pretty mean. Let's see how he edits. Many people are commented that prices often swell in the run-up to earnings reports and dip afterwards, buying the rumor and selling the news. Hey, it's like he watches the show or watches Bruce Wangane or watches Matt Kors. This is the financial YouTuber saying here. Okay, I'll accept that if others say it is a common occurrence. I would hedge that comment by saying that GME is not in any way a usual stock these days. That's fair. You guys know this. I would also say that if the anticipation of the earnings report is enough to build the upper momentum, then by that same logic, the dip that comes from the actual earnings report may be the brakes that stop the squeeze. Okie dokie. Let's see if he changes anything about 7. No, this is still, oh yes, there is. So his 7 is that, excuse me. So Josh is saying that if the price continues to rise, a lot of contracts will be in the money. He makes it completely clear that this is basically not saying enough, or personally, the attack that I felt was that he was basically saying that Josh is not saying anything. He even brought the Nazis involved somehow. Edit additional information. Quite a few people sent me the link to Uncle Bruce's recent YouTube video. Hey, check out the Stock Symposium collaboration that we'll have in the future, where he discusses a very similar situation. Now, this guy seems like he really knows his shisa. I can explain it in a way that really engages. I think there are broad agreement that the gamma squeeze is coming first, followed by the MOAS. What I did was, in the original post, see a shadow and imagine a monster lurking there. Uncle Bruce sees the monster in his gruesome glory. I actually feel better having seen the video though. The more I understand the situation, the less there is to fear. If the shorts see this opportunity for making money and closing their positions, imagine the opportunities that the hedge funds going long will see. If they bought 2 million shares in the way Uncle Bruce describes in his video, not only would they squeeze Chicago, they'll also squeeze the shorts. I'll also include the link to Uncle Bruce's video down below so you guys can see for yourself. If the shorts are able to see this opportunity, then I've no doubt the hedge fund going long will be able to see it as well. And if Chicago becomes a bag holder along with the shorts, then that doesn't really help the shorts much, because all Chicago have done is add to the problem by selling all those naked call options. Moving on from Uncle Bruce, one very helpful person pointed out that it is a very ethnocentric of this person to say that the rest of the world united against the Axis powers. It's a very valid point. Yeah, please try not to bring up the Nazis in any rhetorical argument. And only the Allied forces united against the Axis powers. The Allied forces were not by a stretch the rest of the world, and they humbly beg the forgiveness of the rest of the world for overlooking you. Someone else pointed out the analogy, retail is the equivalent of Nazis. This is an unfortunate unintended consequence of their analogy. To be clear, they think that retail is the only good guys in this game, and deep down, even we are just in it for the tendies. Okay, I guess he put Nazis into this situation. He's taking it out. Good on you, I suppose. And that is it. That is it. That is what he is willing to say was wrong about his interpretation of Josh's DD, and some clarifications after much needed proofreading, a much needed deliberation, and much needed comment reply chains going back and forth. So what do you think? If you were on Gridstone, what would you say to Josh? And if you were Josh, taking your beautiful vacation with your wife and your wife's boyfriend, what would you think beyond that? Do you feel justified? Do you feel vindicated? If you think about the stonk as of right now, it is getting scarier and scarier to tell truth from reality. Right now, we are seeing the after hours plummet 1%. As I plummet, I say just a small dip of 1%. So GameStop is supposedly losing steam thanks to these other distractions, and thanks to all the different ways to FOMO your way out of being a diamond-handed ape. If you ever needed resolve, if you ever needed hopium or copium, Andrew Mo Money is here for you. Professor Meatball is here for you. Drop your meatball sub down in the description below. Make sure to grab the subscribe button, hit that bell button so you don't miss out on a single live stream, because we are continuing to cover this story as it unfolds. Nothing is ever set in stone, so make sure to do your own research. None of this is financial advice, so make sure to do your own research. And for now, but not for forever, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Okay, how was that? I didn't get to see any of the live chat, so let's look. GameStop, of course, closed. The market itself closed after I finished talking. Rocket is actually stuck at $41.60, all the way up at 71% today. That's pretty insane. Bitcoin is up $1,000 at least. It dipped all the way down to 46,000 and change earlier, I think, or somewhere close, and now it's at 47,700 straight. CCIV didn't really do have a good day, dropped 10% on the day. And if we look at some other stocks, we see Afria, Tilray, all dropped a little bit. Tilray is actually up 1%, and AMC down 2.7%. It finished below $9. That's it's a bit of a blow, but honestly, we're still holding strong. And GameStop finished at -2% on the day and is still struggling around that $117 price. All 2,000 of you, hey, how's it going, guys? How is everything? How's everything in the world? Let's see. People talking in the chat right now. We have Phantom Savage saying H. We got Bearbait saying, saw you on that course today. Meatball rocked it. Have been lurking for a while and just joined you. Sup, Bearbait? Hey, welcome to Meatball Army. You just got your MBA by hitting that subscribe button. Uncle B, thanks for the super earlier. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Change the title of the stream. Change the title away from Rocket. Sure. Let's see. Live GameStop Endgame criticism reversal. Okay, so that is the current conversation now. Is that even though there are distractions and criticisms right now, it seems like people are taking back a couple of the a couple of the clarifications have really taken out some of the bite in the March 19th date criticism. Nimbus says, hello, I mean, we keep reading these negative DDs on this channel, but what do you believe will happen with your wrinkly brain? My wrinkly brain is constantly in the idea that dates don't matter. Dates do not matter. It's important to keep in mind that dates are just deadlines that we want to set because we pale to believe that something could happen without a date in mind, right? The most important part of a date is that you keep your expectations low so that when it actually ends up happening, when a squeeze actually ends up happening, you don't end up too expectant of either side ending up in one way or another. And that's the most important part. Professor Meeple always sleeping. He is. He's resting. Let's see. Big dream, big shot. Hey Andrew, could low volume of GME be due to saving money for a big swing closer to March 19th, or just because distractions like AMC and RKT? Hey guys, come on, don't fight between AMC and GME crowds. Whoa, we got the chat revenue is 6666. That's very scary. Let me take a screenshot of that. That's pretty spooky. Thank you for the super, bringing us up to 6666. Oh no. Okay. Phew. Gold King, welcome to the membership. Welcome to the Meatball Army, the NBA. You just got it because you clicked the join button, and now you get to come with us to the moon. Put on your moon shoes, and I really appreciate L. Randall LR1 for the super. I gave Meatball a super chat when you were on Matt Core's show, so give him 2 now. Okay, that's fair. Meatball, you get 2 treats now, because El Randall gave you a super chat over on Matt's show. Okay, can't believe that the show updated. I can't believe that the DD updated right before. Okay, so Trey says 45 minutes from now we are gonna do his live stream. That's exciting. Hell yeah, man. Let's do this. What software do I need? Okay, so Trey is inviting me on Trey's Trades, Gorilla Gain. What's going on? If you guys are part of the Gorilla Gain army, we are about to go on Trey's show in 45 minutes, so roughly that is as much time as I have for this live stream. Renwin Outcast, smash that thumbs up and sub if you are not already. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Andrew Money is the new Kramer report minus the annoying soundboard and one cute hashtag Professor Meatball. Now that is true. This is true. I'm not sure if I want to associate myself with Kramer, but this is true right there. Look at Meatball. He's so cute. Dead Snake, this is what happens when you piggyback off DD without verification. Yes, always do your own DD. Now the thing about Ankrid Stone, and I think we don't want to be too critical of him, we don't want to be too critical of Josh, is that Ankrid Stone seemed like he did as much research as he could have, and without putting out his counter DD into the ether and replying to the comments, he never would have been able to get that kind of feedback. So I think importantly, this needed to happen in order for us to learn the actual truth. Natsu Akemi. Hey Andrew, what valuable information can we get after our movement? I have failed to see any kind of pattern after a couple weeks of checking prices. You'll probably have a hard time actually seeing real patterns after hours or before or actual regular market trading times. The most important thing about watching after hours is so that you can see new levels of support and resistance of the traders that do have access to after hours and pre-market. If you do want access to after hours and pre-market, it's the time for you to go ahead and grab the WeBull link in the description down below. It's a great way to be able to use the same technical tool that I'm using, as well as getting 2 free stocks as well. Let's see. Joe M says, can you please confirm Trey's link? Just want to make sure I'm following the right Trey. Yeah, Trey's thumbnails are they are aesthetic. They look, they always have a picture of him on the side. And I do want to show you the thumbnail that I hammered together. It's going to look like this. Whoop, hold on. It's going to look like this. Whoops. This. Something like that. So he says, thanks for the thumbnail. I'm not sure if that means that he's going to use it. But if you're on this guy's channel, I think his face is in every thumbnail. So there you go. You should be in the right place. Oh, boy. Oh, my back. Lois Smith. The endgame stuff struck me as hedge funds playing a mind game right from the get-go. Fair enough. Well, Josh doesn't seem like a hedge fund bro. He's a 21-year-old lawyer. And honestly, Ankrit Stone seems pretty... Like, if he was a hedge fund bot, for example, right? Why would he go back and try and take back a lot of the stuff that he said? Like, we're not trying to hype up March 19th. I think that would be the worst choice for us to do, is being able to hype up March 19th. That is not a good idea. We don't want to do that because, one, just like the congressional hearing, it was hyped up without even a YouTuber needing to hype it up, right? The fact that the congressional hearing didn't do a ton for the price movement and the action of the price stayed pretty low is telling that people expected a lot to happen during the congressional hearing, and when nothing happened, the price started to get hurt hard. So we don't want that to happen for March 19th. Be prepared to temper your expectations. Lord Weird says, I just like wrenches. Fair enough. What is Professor Meatball sleeping on? He's sleeping on a Ice Bear bath mat from We Bear Bears. I did have a regular bed in there for him, but he doesn't like it. He had like a blanket in there, but he only likes the Ice Bear bath mat. Let's see. We got some more conversation. Stonk Symposium. It's happening. Yeah, we promised it's happening, and it is. Oh, check Roaring Kitty's tweet. Sure thing. Gotta love when Roaring Kitty tweets. Mr. DFV. Mr. Keith Gill. What did he say? Oh, this is 4 hours ago. Okay, I will look. Okay, you know what? I can show this. This is some cat. So the human trying to play chess with a cat, and the cat goes, wham! What could this mean? Who knows? No, it's pretty obvious. The DFV does not play by your human rules. That's what that means. The One Minds, thank you for the super. Can you tell me my girlfriend Kristen Ren Ren loves you. Thanks, man. She's listening but doesn't know. Hey, Kristen, your boyfriend Ren loves you, and never forget. Boom. Marriage or relationship saved. Trey is here. What did he say? Oh, Trey says, you better bring Meatball with you. I'm not sure. Meatball, can you travel that far? Can you come all the way to Trey's channel with me? We'll decide. We'll figure it out together. We're probably gonna have to take him for a walk in just a second then. Trey, when you live next, bro, we're gonna be live in 30-ish minutes. We're gonna be live in 35 minutes over on Trey's channel, and we are hyped. We are ready to talk. We are ready to get this Gorilla Gang psyched up and getting to talk to you guys as well. Oh boy, hang in there. Let's see, confirmed. Gamma correction. Oh, dead snake. Gamma correction. People are talking about AMC. Let's do AMC real quick. Let's give AMC a chance to shake. This is the Roaring Kitty tweet from today. So AMC is currently in this holding pattern, let's say. It's been stuck at around $9 for a couple of trading days in a row now. Well, actually, just yesterday and today, it was also around the $9 mark on the 25th. Pierced the $10.35 resistance, was rejected ultimately, and came back down. Now, when it did come back down, it hovered around $8, had a significant rally after hours. This is why it's important to watch after hours. And now, just yesterday, hit a high of $9.45. Now, we thought that that would be the end of that, trying to pierce up to the next level of resistance. Unfortunately, it could not make it. Had a low of $8.51. Hey, that's the level of resistance that we measured last time too. So it seems like technical resistance and support analysis actually does work. And now it is all the way up at $9.14. There you go. AMC is not a dead cat. Yeah, I don't think AMC is dead by a long term. I think AMC has a bright, long future ahead of it. Keith Gill no longer has financial broker license. This is interesting. What happened? Keith Gill is known by many names to investors and fans of GameStop Core. He is called Roaring Kitty and Deep Effing Value on Reddit. Keith Gill found himself on the middle of GameStop story after posting about large gains made from buying the stock prior to its 1,000% increase. It was later revealed that Gill was a registered financial broker. Gill no longer has his financial broker license, according to a Monday report from Reuters. Why is this important? Gill was registered as an agent with the MML Investor Services LLC, a broker-dealer arm of MassMutual. The company filed a termination request with FINRA to remove Gill's broker license. The internal review cited outside activities as the reason for the filing. Gill's last day of employment with MML Investor Service was January 28th. Not only did GME tank at the end of January, but he also lost his job. Registrations are terminated when a person is no longer employed at a registered firm, a FINRA spokesman told Reuters. Gill was sued last month, accused in a class action suit of violating security laws and causing huge losses for investors. Gill is expected to appear before Massachusetts regulators later this week, the Reuters report said. The shares of GameStop were trading at 0.15% higher, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Wow. So that's some Keith Gill update for you. That's pretty spooky. Pretty spooky. He was just a trainer. He was trying to be the very best. Andrew, Trey, and Bruce should have a stream together. I almost had a chance to do that yesterday. Trey and Bruce were having a stream. I was given the invite, but I wasn't. He didn't introduce himself as Trey. I should have known. It was part of the name on the email. So I'm like, this has the words TRE in it, so maybe this is Trey. It was Trey, but I couldn't get out of work. Trey says, I'm thinking about buying a parrot. So Trey is just chilling with us on the chat right now. Let's keep this going. This is pretty exciting. Let's see. You need a dog or a chair. Do you have either one of those? You need a mascot, bro. Maybe a small monkey. Ooh, that would be fun. Nimbus, talk to them about parrots. You guys can talk burbs. Joe M says, relationship consultation together with Andrew sounds like a time for a new channel. Lord Weird says, they're trying to beat us at chess, not realizing we're busy outside playing hopscotch. This is true. Lois says, I have tons of faith in DFV. Let's get going. DFV is the Jesus of stonk. Frozen Fears, I am not a cat. The hedgies are cornered. That's what I get from that. Boy, oh boy. Gil was an inside man? No, he just worked in the industry. Let's see. Support DFV if they live stream. Hold on. If they live stream it, we are going to show up in force. Dude, if DFV will show up on my live stream, holy cow, I would just freak out. Can you tell listeners GME to the moon in Chinese? I could, but then I feel like I would be a bad fob because I don't know even the right grammar to say GME to the moon. I know all those words, but I don't know the right grammar, so I don't want to be a dummy. Oh, go Nick, go Nick, go Nick. William Fletcher, teach the parrot to say not a dead cat in your voice. Wow, scary. That news was sensationalism. Homies, don't fall for it. You mean the news about Keith losing his license? Odin says, what the hell is going on with GME? Just got out of work. Well, GME had a significant it had significant counter DD from a Reddit user called Ancrid Stone, and now Ancrid has not only watched Uncle Bruce's video, he now has turned around on a lot of his claims that Josh, friend of the show, Hey It's Pixel, was wrong about the March 19th date. However, this should not support any dates in general. Dates are just distractions. In my opinion, it makes it harder for us to consolidate our patience. How do we join your channel membership? Oh, the one mines. That's easy. You just go down to the subscribe button and make sure you press that. But right next to the subscribe button is the join button, and that is the easiest way to become part of the MBA. Get part of the Meatball Army. AVL says, Trace Trades, fellow vet here, USAF, love the channel and advice, man. Keep up the good work. I think that's the Air Force, right? Very cool. Let's get our boys blasted here. Wait, whose GME DD are we following now? We're following an update from Ancrid Stone, the person that blasted the DD from... Actually, let me just show my face like this. We're following the DD of Ancrid Stone, who said 2 days ago that March 19th is not likely to be the liftoff. Now he has edited it for updates and clarifications. Whew. Can we see GME 200 this week? Guys, a bit of advice. If you are a paper-handed mentality, meaning you can't handle the sight of red, don't invest in GME. Go invest in a safe boomer index fund or something. This isn't for you. Obelisk, gatekeeping GME. Technically, this is true. Statistically, this is better for us if the Prisoner's Dilemma that we have to play later isn't messed up by paper-handers. Unfortunately, we can't control who buys into GME. This is a free market. It's a good sign that they're attacking Gil. It means they're running out of things to throw at us. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Talk about Elon's Doge tweet, creating a city of Starbase. Okay. This is Roaring Kitty's tweet. Let's look at Elon. Elon Musk. When did he turn into a rocket? No, I'm just kidding. I knew this. He says creating the city of Starbase, Texas, an hour ago, and then 12 minutes ago he says from thence to Mars and hence the stars. Horses are even self-driving. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. Taha says he mentioned an AI that predict less than 50% chance that GME won't go over the last ATH, and in the counter DD he criticized 130,000. In my opinion, being an AI student, both AI model are wrong. I agree. Thank you, AI Taha, for claiming that, for making sure that people understand that that is wrong. Oh, March 19th would have been an awesome birthday present. Just keep holding. That's my birthday wish from everyone. Ultra Saiyan Johnny, happy early birthday. And just know that on your birthday, this channel is going to be a complete utter nightmare. I'm probably gonna have to stream for like an entire day. Oh my god. Let's see. If someone was in for 320 a share on GME and trying to just get back to even, should we be buying at 115 to average down in hopes of getting the average cost down? You know that we don't do any financial advice on this show, but I did make a video about never selling at a loss. So you should look at that video. It's the one that says you lose on the thumbnail, and it could be interesting if you wanted to know a little bit more about what to do. Maybe averaging down is the right option, maybe something else. Just to give you some education and not to influence your financial decisions. Beep, beep, beep. Hey, do you believe in GME? Heck yeah, I do. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. Boom. Dakota Bowman, subscribe because you are on Matt Core's stream. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Of course, Matt is starting to become a really good friend of mine. I am happy to get acquainted with him. And do this more often, actually. We're planning on doing more in the future. Oh my god. So let me check my email to see if Trey has responded. He has. Okay, he's gonna send me a restream link. Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna be gone in about 5 more minutes. Any more questions you have for me, this is the chance to ask me. ArcAT is the new WAP. That's funny. Cockroach is asking a question. Hey, do you believe in GME? Yes, I did. I said, yes, I believe in GME. I believe that we will win. Yeah, Sushmit is saying, I believe that we will win. Gore-Tex Hoarder says, I used to not like you, Andrew, but you've grown on me. Gore-Tex, I used to have no opinion about you, but now I like you too. Tyler Trading Channel says, if AMC goes to 25, he'll eat green crayons. Honestly, I feel like that's a good challenge. I also kind of want to eat a crayon because the meme is real. The meme is good. Whew. Prediction on tomorrow. I don't do predictions on this channel. Too much of a risk reward for YouTubers making the wrong prediction. Doug Moore, W. So Josh did some DE them. Another guy said that's not how it's gonna go down. I missed the comment, sorry. Lois Smith, I honestly think that we need to keep in mind that DFE is still holding and still making the way forward clear. We also know that these shares are massively shorted, so let's quit the doomsday crap. Fair enough. Aaron Ward, Meatball, you okay? Please send Matt a picture of my chair. I would love to. Where am I going? I'm going over to Trey's channel. If you haven't checked out Trey's Trades, he is a cool AP. Just send me a restream video link, which means I gotta go. All 1,800 of you, I hope you guys had a nice day. I'm gonna clip a couple of these videos for you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's easy. It's so easy. Make sure to leave it at the door. Give Meatball a sub. Meatball subs all around for everyone. Join the Meatball Army. Get your MBA, and make sure that bell button is clicked as well. Make sure that you doesn't miss a single live stream. Oh, one last super from Dylan. I came from Matt's stream. Also, you were awesome and had to subscribe. Meatballs all the way. Meatball is awesome. I have to agree, and I am also here as well. Have a great day. I'll see you guys on Trey's Trades in just like 20 minutes, and I'll see you guys at Market Open tomorrow. For now, but not for forever, have a good day. Peace.